What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video I am going to be telling you guys exactly what is needed to get this guard right here, to get Phil Jackson. I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what is needed to get Colonel Sanders. If you guys don't know, as cool as this picture looks, in game he just looks like Colonel Sanders. So basically, this is what I feared. It is what I feared from the Baron Davis set. I talked about it at the start of Season 3. It was one of my biggest fears. That 2K was going to combine grinding and they were going to combine people spending money. First of all, I actually do like the fact that they gave out a lot of free cards. What I don't like is the fact that it's combined with a bunch of pay-to-win cards. I don't like the fact that you have to both grind and pay the money. And I don't think anyone's happy about that. I really don't. I will say this right now. I am happy about the fact that Hero set's a thing. But what I would have really liked to have seen would be, I don't know, imagine if all of Modern, if there was a load of like, I don't know, maybe these, you can make like 6 or 7 cards into their own like mini mural. And then you can make like a mini mural of a few of the Golden Age cards. Maybe these guys, all of these guys locked in for an Opal 98 overall. And maybe all of these guys you can grind for locked in for another 98 Opal. Something like that would have been really cool. And then obviously put the higher tier guys in packs and they lock in for like a better, they maybe lock in for Petrovic, actually, or Popovich. What would have been better was if you put like, say, a LeBron or a Kobe Dark Matter card as the lock in for the like higher end pay to win cards. But then you had a separate set for the grindable cards. I know obviously Petrovic and Spudweb weren't grindable, but you could have found a way to make them grindable. And then the like reward for all the grindable cards could have been Phil Jackson and Popovich. I think that would have had a much better, I think people would have been a lot more happy with that than the way we got it. But today we are finding out exactly what it costs to get a coach. A coach. I think there are people that are going to lock in for it. Each to their own. Each to their own. If you want to lock in for him, go ahead. If you want to flex Colonel Sanders, go ahead. Who am I to judge? But I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what the cost is. So you can get a card that you can't even flex without hitting R1 twice. Even hitting R1 once doesn't work. You have to hit R1 twice. I just realized. I've been playing with Dwayne Casey because I haven't realized. I have not even realized I've been using random coaches. That's how little I care about coaches. Because I noticed when I was in my last game, half the time I use Dwayne Casey or Ryan Saunders for no reason whatsoever. Because I just don't care about the coaches in this game. I really don't care about using the coach or not. But let's go on to the MT total first. We're gonna discuss how much time it would take and how much money it would take as well, in terms of real money. So, Michael Jordan. He is 800k. He is in fact 1.5 million. With 23 minutes to go, he's 800k. I know for a fact the last Michael Jordan I saw end was at 1.5 million MT. So he's 1.5 million and super rare. Shaquille O'Neal. I actually had his price completely wrong. I had him down when I was starting this off at 120k. He is in fact 150k. So you're paying 150k for Shaquille O'Neal. There, give or take a little bit. Dirk Nowitzki? The last Dirk I saw ended at 400k. Like, we're already up above 2 million. Like, we're already up above 2 million MT. Scottie Pippen, he's roughly 130 to 150k MT. I'm just going to say 150 because, yeah, I might be a little bit off, but I'm going to say 150. Then we got Magic Johnson, who I know for a fact is 150. And then Nash, who's like 30. Petrovic is like 1 to 5k, and then Spud Webb is like 1k MT as well. It's like, obviously, a Spud Webb. What happened to Spud Webb? Why is he so expensive? Okay, I don't think anyone's bidding on these. It's like, why is Spud Webb like 7k? It's like, okay, he's 2k. So, for just the cards, not even including Drazen Petrovic, for Jordan, Shaq, Dirk, you're already above 2 million. Like, you were already above 2 million with the 3 of them. You are at about 2.5 million MT. And that's literally what it costs. 2.5 million MT is the cost of getting a coach who doesn't do anything anyway. He doesn't do anything anyway. Like, everyone's stats go up to 99. Like, the coach doesn't do anything anyway. the coach doesn't do anything anyway. So let's check out the time needed. I'm going to be doing one of these for Gregg Popovich as well. Don't worry. I'm going to be doing one of these for Gregg Popovich. So the time needed to get this card right here. So I've completed all the agendas right now. So the Manu quarter 1 is 10 minutes. It's literally just one game of triple threat offline, and to get 15 rebounds, you do have to kind of like stall it out a bit, get a few offensive rebounds. So if you know what you're doing, though, it's 10 minutes. Manu quarter 2 is 20 minutes. Like, you basically have to go one game of triple threat off, or it's 2 or 3 games of triple threat offline. You kind of got to know what you're doing, but it's not too bad if you have the right players around. I'm going to say 20 minutes. You might be able to get it done a little bit sooner, but I'm just going to say 20 is like probably the average time it takes somebody. This game here, it's literally just one game of a challenge or triple threat offline or something. You need 5 dunks with a small forward, 15 assists with 2 guards, 25 points with Spurs 2 guards. So honestly, I think I ran with 2 Spurs 2 guards. I got my dunks with Gervin or somebody. Actually, no, I got my dunks with a small forward that I played a power forward, and then I was assisting from a Spurs 2 guard to a Spurs 2 guard. So this wasn't it's not too bad, but you do it in one game. You do it in one 5-minute game. Then Manu quarter 4 is you basically have to play one full game to win a game with 7 Spurs players, and then you also have to win a game of triple threat online with 3 Spurs players, which is easier said than done. Like, that might, like, unless you have decent Spurs players, that could take 2-3 games. Like, that was not an easy one at all. But in general, I'm gonna say this one's gonna take about maybe 40 minutes. Let's just say you have a 50-50 chance of winning this one. You might get it done in like 35 minutes if you know what you're doing. But yeah, so overall, we have an hour and 40 minutes to complete Amethyst Manu Ginobili. So an hour and 40 minutes to complete him. So then we have got Gilbert Arenas. And the whole thing is that the final Play My Team group is Play My Team Group 4. Even though there are 2 current players, you have to go through all of them. So the total of the Play My Team groups to finish all of them takes 14 hours. It is 14 hours worth of gameplay. I know you can do other stuff. I know you can do some challenges in them. But let's just say you're just playing these to play them. It is 14 hours to complete Play My Team group. What I would advise you guys to do is try do a lot of other challenges to like combo up challenges. But I know a lot of people aren't comboing up challenges. So right now we are at 15 and a half hours for Play My Team group. Then Ray Allen, an hour. So we're at like 16 and a half hours. Then George Gervin is 40 minutes. And then the last card, which is Ben Wallace, it's either going to be a 4 quarters. And if we're judging by the 4 quarters, they're roughly 2 hours each. They are roughly 2 hours each. But if we're not judging by the 4 quarters, or if it's just one of the normal ones, it's 1 hour. So it's going to be it's going to be 1 to 2 hours, basically, to get the final card. So, we are looking at 14 hours plus like 2 for Manu. It's like 16 or 15 and a half, or 140. It's like 15 and a half hours. Gervin, you're over 16 hours. Ray Allen, you're 17 hours. Like, you're looking at about 18-ish hours of playing the game. You're looking at about 18-ish hours to get all the cards needed, on top of the 2.5 million MT. So if you were to try get that 2.5 million MT by playing the best game mode to get MT, which is Triple Threat Online, it's not even the greatest game mode to get MT at all anymore, but still the best one. Or if you were doing it, it's actually Triple Threat Offline at this stage, probably the best game to get MT, because you win basically every game, and you're also not spending much on contracts, because you can just go with 1 bronze and or 2 bronze and 1 player and score. So let's just say you're getting 1,000 MT with the amount of retro packs you open from the vault. Triple Threat Online. In an hour of Triple Threat Online, I reckon you make 10k. I reckon you make 10k an hour if you know what you're doing and you're quick with games playing TT Online. So 20 hours gets you 200k MT. You need 12 times that. So you literally need to be spending like 140 hours, or 240 hours. 12 times 2 is 24. Struggle on maths. So it's about 240 hours of Triple Threat Offline. 10 whole days of Triple Threat Offline to make the MT needed. on top of the like 15, 16 hours. If you are opening packs, let's just say on average, if you open one of these boxes for 187k MT, let's see the newest packs. I reckon you're lucky if you get back. I reckon you're lucky if you get back 80k. I'd say you're lucky if you get back 80k. So these boxes each here are, let's just say, roughly $50. So 80k to get 2.5 million. You need to open about 30 boxes, if I'm not mistaken, and about $50. It's 1,500. Just based on average. Obviously, you can get one of these high-rated hero cards, and it's a lot cheaper. I'm just gonna say, an average person, it will cost about $1,500 and 15 hours of your time. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous for a coach. For a coach. So I just want to tell you guys, anyone who's going for these cards, or anyone who has been convinced that this is not the worst value thing in the history of my team, that these two coaches are not the worst value things in the history of my team. You know what? If you have the money, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money, but just know that it's just a bad way of spending it. If you're doing it for enjoyment, you know what? I can't tell you how to spend money. But just know that you're just getting a flex card. It is the most... I have never seen something... I've seen things cost 2.5 million before. I've seen things cost 2.5 million before. Plenty of times. Plenty of times I've seen things cost 2.5 million cents to lock in. Heck, it was nearly 2 million to lock in the set for Kareem. But that was like at the end of the year. It was like nearly 2 million to lock in Havlicek. People spend their money. But this is for a coach who looks like Colonel Sanders, lads. You are spending a half a work week. And for some people, 3 week, whatever, some people are earning more, some people are earning less. But for some people, you're spending 3 weeks worth of money. If you're an American, you're spending like, what's it, 3 stimulus checks almost? I don't know exactly what the money is. And apologies if I got the figure wrong. I can't, like... It's like a month's rent and a half a week worth of work to get this card. And it's not even like it's one or the other. It's not even like saying, oh, I'm just going to spend the money because I don't have to grind. You have to grind as well. You have to grind as well. For a coach that gives plus 10 to cards that already have 99 everything. Lads, it's just dumb. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it, lads. Just don't do it. Please, just don't do it. Save your MT. Save your MT. Do not lock in. Don't worry. There will probably be another Dark Matter coach. Do not get FOMO. Don't do it. Please don't do it, lads. I get if you've been grinding all the cards, you've got some incredible cards already. If you've been paying for all the cards, you've got some incredible cards. You don't need a coach that looks like Colonel Sanders. I get it, the card art looks cool. It takes 2 or 1 presses to go to coaches. You won't even look at it for the rest of the year. Please don't do it. Don't log in. This is the worst value thing in history. And you know what? I actually say this is the worst value thing in history. This one's even worse. This one's even worse. It's an even more tedious grind. And we're going to talk about that in a video tomorrow as well. Please don't do it, lads. Because I know a lot more people are very, very dead set on getting Phil Jackson as a coach. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Don't do it. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.